Good day everybody, this is Dumebi Okoye. Welcome to my channel, and today we'll be talking about how to edit a video using Premiere Pro. But before that, let's quickly know what video editing is all about. So here we have that video editing is a process of selecting, arranging and modifying video clips to create a final published video. It includes cutting unwanted parts, adding music, transitions, titles, effects, color corrections and audio, telling a clear story or message. You may not really understand this now if you're not into it. So the first thing that we need to do here is to open our reference software, which is Adobe Premiere Pro. So if you're not seeing it on your desktop here, if you have it installed on the system you want to use, maybe in our next video I will show you how to install Adobe Premiere Pro. But if you're not seeing it here, you can go to your Windows or your search bar and search for Adobe Premiere Pro. I'm using Premiere Pro 2024. You can click, we allow it to open, to load. Then once the software is open, the first thing you need to do is to come to this left side. You see new project. You can click on it, or you can just come to file, click on file, new, then you see project. But let's just click on the new project here. And I'm using 2024. If you're using 2022, you may not really see this kind of settings, but I think this you can only see it from 2023 and 2024, or maybe 2025 you have the current version for it. So this project name, you come here, you put the name of your project. Let's just use maybe test video. Then the project location. This place now is where the project file is being saved. Then this is if you want to make use of any templates, already made templates from the, like in the Adobe software, you can just select any of them here, but we don't need it, so we'll just leave it at none. Then but for this, sometimes I don't really advise people to go with this location here. So I think we need to leave this particular side now. Let's do what they call data sorting in video editing. Data sorting in video editing, it means organizing all project files like video clips, audio, images, effects and exports in a clear folder structure, or using naming systems so you don't get lost or make mistake during editing. It keeps, you can just maybe read these parts if you are fast enough, or taking screenshots. We don't want this video to be too long. Then I already made some kind of folder arrangements using lines, but I don't think you understand it. Let's just do it. So what you need to do is to just come to your file explorer, or you can just, the shortcut for it is Windows E. You just come, maybe look for the location they want to save your file. Let's say in our okay, I'll choose the document where I don't have too many folders. So you can just right click, select a new folder. You can name it my video project. The shortcut to create a new folder is Ctrl+Shift+N. So once you create the new folder and rename it, then you open there. So we have to create 5 folders inside this place. So let's count. how many folders we're going to create. The first one is video clips, audio clips, images, and exports. Okay, project files. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can even create more than that, but for now let's just go with 5. So the first one we need to create is the video clips. So you can decide to give this another name. Maybe you can decide to call it footage. Then the second one, images. You see the way I'm very fast with that because I'm using the shortcut Control Shift N. Images. Then the next one is audio. The next one is project files. Then that one we have project files, audios. Okay, which is the last one, exports. So let me just quickly explain this. The project file here is where you save this particular Premiere Pro file. Like, you can set to change the location here. Okay, let's just say that we don't want it to be in this particular place. You can see, you can understand how the a folder arrangement is. They differentiate that with a slash, or I don't know what this line is being called, but let's just say it's a slash. I don't know. In our HP laptop, like in my laptop now, inside my documents, you have another folder which is Adobe. So that you have another folder which is Premiere Pro, then 2024. So let's know if this location is actually here. These are our documents, Adobe Premiere Pro 2024. You can see this is the HP, the laptop I'm using. Already this user is my hard drive where they save most of my files for me. So the HP here is the laptop, like the folder inside my hard drive. Then the document folder. Inside the document folder you have the Adobe Premiere Pro and 2024, and this is how we have it here: document Adobe Premiere Pro 2024 folder. And this is where all your Premiere Pro files are being saved. So if you don't want it to be here, you can still change it. You can see most of my works are still there. You can start to just come here, click on this place, this small arrow, choose location, then you come to your documents, video project, the folder that we created before, video project files. You open the folder. You can set to create another folder inside, but if you don't want, you can just click on select folder. You can see now the location has changed. Hope you understand that. Then the other folder that we have there is, let me go back, projects. Okay, we have project folder, we have video clips. This is where you put all your raw videos. Let's say you have a video that you want to edit and is on 2cam. You can start to create a folder inside it. You write the first one cam 1 or cam A or anything of your choice. Then you write the second one cam 2. The reason for this is that it's going to help you organize your files, so that in case if you want to, you can even decide to share your folder to anybody that maybe that wants to help you to edit any of your video. The person will not be like, where did you save this file? Once the person comes to this folder, you see all the video clips. This one where you save the images. Then export folder, audio folder, where you save. You can create two folders inside the audio, maybe sound effects and music. There is difference between sound effects and music. In our subsequent classes, we will have more knowledge on that. So, but for now, let's continue. So, let's just assume that we are done with this and this. Then you now click on create. So, let's allow it to load. Sorry for the delay. Okay, you need to have a fast system to know how to work with Adobe Premiere Pro very well, very smoothly. So now this is our workspace for Adobe Premiere Pro. So the first thing here is to understand how these places works. So for the purpose of this class, you're not actually going to be doing everything here, but I will just show you the basic things that you need to know. So the first one is the project panel. This is where you import all your editing assets, both the images, the videos, the sound effects, everything that you're going to use for this particular to edit a video. This is where you import it. Then this source panel is where you preview your raw videos, or to preview anything that you have here. Maybe you have image and you want to preview it before you import it. Before you bring it to your timeline, you can do the preview here. Then this other one is the program monitor, where you see everything on your timeline. Maybe as soon as we start, we'll get to know more of this. But just know that this is to preview, to arrange your assets, then to see everything on your timeline, like to also a kind of to preview your editing, maybe to see what you've done so far, or to cross-check everything that you have in your timeline. You can do that in this program monitor. Then here is where the magic works. Let me just put it that way, where they do the editing itself, where you do your cuts, your joining, everything. The timeline. This is the timeline panel. You can see it here. You can see this one: project, source, and program. So then this upper part is the menu bar. This is the file. Then maybe if you want to create a new project, you can just click here and click file, then new projects. There are other things that you can do here, but we can learn them more often, like if we start doing our classes. Then this is the editing, clips, sequence, markers, graphics and title, view, windows, and so on and so forth. So but for here, you can change the whole settings from here. Maybe from this your workspace, you can set to change it to another thing. Like now I'm using editing in my workspace. I can set to change it to essentials or learning. Maybe if your own, most times people do, maybe if you install Premiere Pro new in your system, you might be seeing your own like this, maybe on this particular workspace like this, learning. You can set to change it if you want. So I like using, nothing really much though, just say that I like using editing as my workspace, because I've done some adjustment based on my settings there. So then this is the toolbar. They have the selection to the track select, forward to, ripple edits, razor tool, sleep tool, pen tool, shape tool, hand tool, and text too. But all these things we're going to make use of it once we start editing. So for now, let me quickly show you how to import a file inside Premiere Pro. So the first thing you need to do, there are many ways. Sometimes people do drag and drop. You can start to come here and take this image. You can start to take it here and bring it to this place. Automatically you can see that the file is here already. Ctrl Z, you can double click, come to where you have your file. You can just select anything and open. You see it here. So sometimes you can still decide to right click, import, then select the image or something. You can see that the image is now here. So if you double click on this image now, you will see it here. Remember I said our source panel is for preview. Then if you bring it here now, you will see it here because it's now on our timeline. So let's go back. That will not confuse you. So but for now, remember I said something about arranging your work. We created 5 folders here, which is audio, exports, projects, images, and video clips folder. But inside Premiere Pro, we are only going to work with just these 3. 1, 2, 3. We're not going to make use of the export folder. We're not going to make use of the project folder. So all you need to do is how to create a folder in Premiere Pro. And in Premiere Pro, a folder is being called a bin, not a folder. So for you to get that, you right click, come to this page, you see new bin, click on it. You can just type the first folder, audio. Here our shortcut don't work, so we can just do the normal way around. I click again, you can select images, then you right click again and select maybe video files or something, video clip, sorry. So if you create any folder inside each one, you can still double click to enter inside the folder and create other folders inside. And for you to go back, you see this small arrow here, and click on it to go back, select other folders or something. So this is how to create a folder. This stuff here, you can list view it by clicking this small icon. If your own is like this, you can decide to click this icon view to make it bigger. You can just click it like this. You can see the changes. But me, I prefer using this if I'm having a widescreen system. But if I have too many folders, I can start to use this. So you can increase the size from here or reduce the size. Increase the size, reduce the size. I think this is one of the basic things I need to know in this Premiere Pro as a beginner. So let's quickly, before we end this class, let's quickly import something, maybe a video, and create a new sequence. So double click, you can see I'm now inside the video clip folder. Like I said, this slash is to differentiate a folder by folder. So let's right click, import. I don't know, before I import any video, I need to go and add a video inside that folder so that the location will still remain the same. So for that, let's go to our documents. Do I have a video? Let me see if I have any video that I can use. Okay, let me use this one. Let me go to this place, video projects, video clips. I don't really need to do this first cam 1 cam 2. You can just decide to delete it because we're not working on any multiple camera projects. So let's just paste it here. So we now have the video here. You can come back to your Premiere Pro, then double click, then click on this, open. You can see that the video is now inside there. Then I forgot to say something. There's no more that you need to create all these folders inside this place. So let's just say that we don't have the time to create all these folders. Let's just assume that this folder doesn't even exist. So you can just right click on this place, imports. So let me show you how you can import a full folder into your Premiere Pro. You can click on this folder, import folder. Automatically the folder will be imported with everything inside it. Okay, if you open it now, you see that video clips. The video clip that we just imported, like we just paste on the file explorer. So let's use this now to, you can do the same for other folders. So let's just continue. So let's open a new sequence in, like, using this particular clip. So, and this sequence is for us to be able to work on this video, work on this video using our timeline panel. So to do that, right click on it, then click on new sequence from clip. You see that automatically Premiere Pro is going to give us a nice arrangement for that. So, but we have other means of creating a new sequence with a clip. So you don't want to go through this right clicking or something. You can decide to just do Ctrl Z, drag and drop it here. Automatically Premiere Pro is going to create that sequence for you using that particular clip. So I believe this is one of the basic things I need to know about Premiere Pro. So from our next class, I'll be showing you some of this, how to make use of these tools, these ones here, and what are the best shortcuts that we can use to make our work so smooth and so fast. Then we'll talk about other panels that we need to know, like the effects, the audio clip mixer, the effects control, and other ones. So this is the end of the class. Thank you very much. See you in the next one.